Alright, Death Wish, got Bruce Willis back. Eli Roth is the director. A remake of a Death Wish film, actually was a series of films from the 70s with Charles Bronson, which is based off a book, which of course I haven't read. Can't wait till we get to Ready Player One, because then I can actually say I've read the book. Haven't seen the films either. I guess I should go into what the movie's actually about. Bruce Willis is a doctor who is out in the surgery room when a group of people break into his house and end up killing his wife and seriously injuring his daughter. And so he tries to go to the police, tries to wait for something to happen, and they can't do anything. So he gets a gun and decides to take justice into his own hands and try and hunt those people down. Along the way, he runs into a couple other people that he catches doing some illegal stuffs, and he decides to take them out too. I mean, the first thing that you got to get out of the way with this film is, I know there's the, hey, keep your politics out of the movie, man. You know, I'm going to try to, but basis of the movie really relies upon the belief that people are able to own any kind of gun in their homes, from pistols to automatic weapons. They can also use those weapons to go out in the world and issue justice of their own. I'm certainly not going to tell you where to go in that argument, and I'm going to try and keep where I fall in that argument out of the rest of the review. But just know that this movie supports that, and if you don't, you're not going to be able to ethically justify anything that Bruce Willis does in this movie at all. At all. If you can ethically rationalize what Bruce Willis is doing in the movie, I think outside of that, it's a pretty alright action movie. And it's action in the sense that there's no like big hand-to-hand fights or shootouts, but it's just Bruce Willis going out and trying to find criminals and taking them down one guy at a time, just 1v1 matchups. So yeah, we got Eli Roth from the horror background, and he does use that to build up some solid tension in some moments, especially when the guys are breaking into his house in the beginning of the film. But where it comes in most notably is in a lot of the death scenes where we get brains sprouting on the floor, lots of blood. And those were entertaining for an action fan like myself. And there are some creative ones. We got bowling balls, we got car deaths, some gun ones, which are obviously, you know, kind of, you get those. But Eli Roth did the death scenes well. The characters, it's pretty much just Bruce Willis, and he's kind of every Bruce Willis character. Sure, he's a doctor, but really he's just a guy out to get revenge. And he has a brother who's in the film, but I don't really think he contributes to the plot in any way. And then there's these two detectives that are apparently the only two detectives in all of Chicago, and they don't seem to take their jobs very seriously. I thought that was kind of a misrepresentation there, and they're not very deep. They're just kind of the humorous detective people. The villain, completely forgettable. You meet them literally once or twice, really. No depth at all. They're just random. All the people that die are just random criminals. And yeah, I mean, this one's pretty short. There's not a lot. I mean, it's a pretty run-of-the-mill revenge movie. Really, if you can get past that opening thing and you like action movies, I think you'll have a fun time with this one, but probably will forget it in a day or two.